Hey everybody, it's Tommy, your team leader, and today we are going to be talking about the 1, 3, 5. So, what we're really talking about today is goal setting. And here's why that's important. Because if you don't know where you're going, you can't know how to get there. You don't know what to do next. But in order to know where you're going, you also have to know where you are. So the first step of setting any goal, first step of your 1, 3, 5 is the 1. Now, the 1 is the one goal that you need to achieve this year in order to make everything else fall into place. So that may be how many homes you need to sell, but probably not, right? It's probably how much money you need to bring in to live your life the way that you want, right? Our life by design, not our life by default. So when we're talking about what do we need to accomplish and how are we going to do it, the goal is to set one goal and then 3 priorities. And the way that you want to think about those priorities are, if I do those 3 things, if I accomplish those 3 small things, the big thing will get accomplished. So some of you might say, I want to make $150,000 this year. And in order to do that, I'm going to need to sell 20 buyer properties and 20 seller properties. And then my third priority could be, I need to be more efficient with my education and my business practices to save myself time during those 40 transactions. So it could be, the first priority is sell 20 homes to buyers. The second priority could be sell 20 homes from sellers. The third priority could be to go to classes in your market center and grow your business and add to your roster and grow your bandwidth so you can do more with less time. After we have our 3 priorities set, you want to pick 5 individual behaviors per each. So, as an example, if we said you wanted to make that 150, and instead of saying 20 buyer sales, 20 seller sales, and education, we said, I need to grow my database, I need to systematically farm my database for appointments, and then I need to demonstrate impressively in those appointments so I can close the business to agency so I can get them either into or out of a house, or even out of a house and into another house, which would be ideal. So for that, what I would recommend is, are you reaching out to people on your social media to get them into your database? Are you reaching out to people on your cell phone to get people into your database? Are you running Facebook ads? Are you sending mailers? Are you door knocking and circle prospecting? Because if you want to add to your database, my real question is, how many people are in it right now? And how many people are in your cell phone, on your Instagram, on your LinkedIn, on your Facebook? How many total people do you have the contact information for? Because start there. What's going to happen is you're going to figure out that you have 2,500 people, and you don't have an amount of people problem, you have a getting into conversation with people problem. So my suggestion would be, systematically contact all of those 2,500 people, or 1,500 people, or 800 people, and start to organize them into likely to refer, likely to sell, likely to buy, whatever those situations may be, whatever you think their next one is, whatever category of your business they should be in, let's get them there. Because there's no use having 2,000 people in your database if you're not talking to them, right? The second thing is, in the second priority, is we have to systematically farm that database to push for appointments. So how do we do that, right? Well, we can set up a call schedule. You can use Command to put them on a 90-day call plan where every 90 days it reminds you to call a certain number of people, however many you put in there. You could set up email drip campaigns. The smart plans in KW Command work really great for that. You have a social media calendar, so you could schedule posts in advance to make sure that when people are on social media doing their escapism or their research or whatever else they like to do on there, they're seeing your face. You can send mailers. You can also do that in Command or with one of our friends like RSP. The point is, if you have a database, you should be talking to them regularly. If you don't have a database, you should be building a database. If you're kind of doing both, you should be doing both more. And then the third one is, what are you doing to sharpen your skills? What are your unique value propositions that you could bring to a listing or a buyer consultation and say, this is concretely why you should work with me. This is actually what makes me different from all of the other realtors. Now, if you need a script for it, I'm going to give you my favorite one and then I'm going to end this video. My favorite script of all the things that I've sold is when someone says, but I thought all of you were the same. You're right. Just like all macaroni and cheese is the same. And they're going to say, but all macaroni and cheese isn't the same. You can use a better quality of ingredients. You can have a better process. You can add more care. You can use the right utensils and the right vessels and the right forms. And you can do all the right things and end up with a better product and a better experience. I agree. Let me tell you about my ingredients and my processes and my care and show you why I'm the better mac and cheese. So the goal of today's video is to help you set one top-end goal. 3 strategies to get there, the priorities, and then 5 behaviors for each of those strategies. And it sounds a little confusing, but how nice would it be to wake up every day and know that there's only 15 total things for you to do? Because if you think about it right and you set it up properly, all you'll have to do when you get up is look and say, well, for farming my database for appointments, I want to call all the people who have given me a referral first. I want to call all the people who have done business with me second. Well, that takes a lot of the guesswork out now, doesn't it? And anxiety is just guesswork about what's going to be impactful or important in the future. So let's limit our anxiety in 2020. Let's set a plan in motion. And let's get out there and get after it. And if you need help, reach out to Leonard, reach out to me. Watch this video a couple of times, text, email, call, you know how to find us. But let's get out there and hit our goals. But like I said in the beginning, if you don't know where you are and you don't know where you're going, how do you plan to get there?